Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I've used my bullet journal to track my pregnancy to-do lists and also what is going on now that I've had my baby. And so we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. So this is my bullet journal that I've been using since I believe 2017. I don't use it as a weekly planner, which is why it has lasted so long. So the first thing that I put after I found out I was pregnant was just a nursery checklist, and these are all of the items that we needed for the baby's room. These are basics. I didn't include any clothing items because of course that would be like a never-ending list. So these are the staples that we needed to get started. Now that she's actually here, these were definitely items that we needed, and I think it's the perfect amount just as a starter to get a nursery ready. So moving on to symptoms, these are the symptoms that I had while I was pregnant. I didn't have a very difficult pregnancy. The first 14 weeks I was extremely sick. I did lose about 15 pounds from morning sickness that of course was not just in the morning, that it was all day. So I just wanted to record what I was feeling throughout my pregnancy. So I just started and basically broke up the weeks into sections. There's really no rhyme or reason. This is just how I did it. Now, as you can tell from this entry, I was induced at 30 weeks because I developed severe preeclampsia. So that's where my pregnancy symptoms stopped. So moving on, these are my pregnancy first, and these are just cute little things that I wanted to remember, like the first time hearing my baby's heartbeat, and also the first time that my husband felt her kick, and I thought that was really cute. If I decide to have another baby down the road, I think this will kind of give me a guideline as to remember all of the tiny little details that came along with my pregnancy. Okay, so now we're going to move into postpartum issues. So I just broke this up into the months. The first thing that I reported was how I felt after I delivered my baby back in December. So the first section is going to go from December to January. I haven't filled anything in yet for February to March because right now it is currently the month of February. I think that it's really important for you to just journal and also write down how you feel after you have the baby. There are so many different things that are going on with you and your body, and I think that it's important just to really just express yourself any way that you can. The next section are paid medical bills, and this was a list that I started while I was pregnant. Of course, this has now changed since I was in the hospital for a week and my baby is here and she has had multiple appointments. So I thought this was important just so I can document how much money I spent for copays, prescriptions, and also just to keep in mind what my deductible is. Okay, so now we're going to get into planning to stay at the hospital. So these are a list of things that I think I would need on the second go round for a baby hospital bag. Since my daughter was born early at 30 weeks, she was sent directly to the Nicu, so I didn't need to prepare a hospital bag for her. However, I did need a hospital bag for myself. It was very unexpected that I went into the hospital, so these were the items that my husband packed for me, and thank goodness because they worked very, very well. The one thing I would say for you to absolutely bring to the hospital is a bathrobe. That was an absolute lifesaver. Moving on to after I came home, these are essentials that I needed for myself and also essentials that we have used for our newborn baby. I think that there's a lot of little things that women don't necessarily talk about, things that can be difficult with having a newborn, and these are all items that have really helped us out and helped our baby sleep and helped us sleep, and also it's created less phone calls to the night nurse at the pediatrician's office. A great part about using a bullet journal over the course of a few years are memories, and I really wanted to write down my labor and delivery timeline. I've talked to so many different women just in my life, and it seems like everyone has a very different story about their labor and delivery, so I thought it was important for me to write everything down. As things were happening, it felt like the days were going by very, very slow, but now looking back, I can see that everything really happened the way that it was supposed to, and thank goodness I am okay and my baby girl is okay as well. labor and delivery, and then after in recovery, I had some absolutely incredible nurses, as well as the nurses that took care of my baby while she was in the NICU. And they gave me a lot of little helpful tips and tricks for the first week when she came home. And so I wanted really just to write them all down. I think these are just tiny little things like bringing a swaddle blanket to the doctor's office, because most of the time during the first appointments, your child is going to have to take their clothes off. So these are just little things that I wanted to remember. I also wrote down her NICU timeline. Like I said, the days went by very, very slow. However, looking back, it seems like it went pretty fast. So she did have some light therapy. She had a PICC line. She had oxygen. And then she just started developing and her little body started catching up, which was amazing to see. And I wanted to write this down just to give anybody hope that, you know, you will take your baby home. And I know that it's very difficult, but things will get better. So after she came home, I wanted to write down her doctor's appointments. I did accidentally mess up on one of the dates where it says December 17th and December 18th. That should actually be January, because she did come home after 47 days in the NICU, which we're absolutely thrilled about. So this is just another timeline that I wanted to write down for myself. She has had a lot of follow-up appointments because she was in the NICU for so long. This way I can go back if I receive a bill just to double check that I was at the doctor for that day. When you have a new baby, I feel like it's really important to forget things, and this is an easy way to remember everything that happened. If you guys like this video, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video.